going to be eating and training like a minimalist. It took me 5 minutes in total. This is the classic kind of bodybuilder's meal. I'm gonna be doing 3 barbell exercises. The total cost for the entire day was $14.13. What's going on, everybody? It's Jack. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a full day of eating and training for you guys, but with a little bit of a twist. We are going to be eating and training like a minimalist. So what this entails as far as the meals go, I'm only going to be using 3 ingredients per meal, and each one is going to be something very common that you can find in any grocery store, as well as very simple to cook. As far as the workout itself, I'll show you guys later on, but it's going to be 3 exercises. It's a leg day, including squat, Romanian deadlifts, and some hip thrusts. But we'll get into that later. First things first, we have breakfast. My 3 ingredients are an apple. Of course, we need some fruits and vegetables throughout the day. 2 packets of our oatmeal, super simple, microwave for 2 minutes. And then some eggs. We're doing 5 scrambled eggs. That's our breakfast. It's super simple. Also, throughout the day, I'm going to be telling you guys how much everything costs. This isn't necessarily a budget video, as organic eggs are definitely not the cheapest version of eggs. And these minute oats and these quick oats aren't as cheap as a big container of steel oats. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the price of each, and then just for your information. So the 5 eggs are gonna cost $1.66, as they were $3.99 per dozen. The 2 packets of oatmeal are only gonna cost 30 cents, as the entire pack was $1.50. And then our apple is honestly one of the most expensive things. These Honeycrisp apples are actually pretty expensive, but I think they're worth every penny. This apple, we got 6 for $8.31, so it's gonna be $1.39 for the apple, bringing our breakfast total to $3.35. Otherwise, let's get cooking. The first thing we're gonna make are our 2 oatmeal packets. I've opened them. We're just gonna pour them into a bowl. And then these are actually really nice. They have little markers on how much water to add. Since we have 2 packets, we're gonna do the water mark twice. Once our water's in there, quick stir, and then into the microwave for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As I mentioned before, we're gonna have 5 eggs. You can cook them however you want. I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs though. So we're gonna break these into a bowl, give them a little whisk, and then pour them onto our pan. I'm not gonna count this as an ingredient, but I am gonna use some olive oil with spray. It doesn't really enhance the flavors or anything. It just makes sure the eggs don't stick to the pan. That's why I'm not considering an ingredient. It is optional, but it makes everything just a whole lot easier. Then we've just gotta let those eggs cook, mix them up a few times, and then just plate it. And there we have it, breakfast is served. We've got our oatmeal, eggs, our apple. This meal maybe took me a maximum of 5 minutes to make. Super simple, and we'll go over the macros real quick. So, once again, I have everything written out the entire day, but it is 692 calories, 75 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and 40 grams of protein, like I said earlier, for $3.35 in total. I could cut this apple up and put it in the oatmeal, but I'm really lazy this morning, and I feel like a minimalist would be, it's okay, you can eat it separate, not a big deal. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, of course, our drink of the day, it's gonna be water all day long. Delicious. All right, we're gonna dig in. I am running a little bit behind, so we're gonna eat this pretty quick. I know I said this apple was a little bit expensive, but it is also massive. This thing, I swear, is like a pound just by itself. I'm actually gonna let my oatmeal cool down as I pack my backpack because I am late to class. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys at meal number 2. Just got back from class, and it's time for meal number 2. We're gonna keep it super simple. We've got some chicken thighs, rice, and green beans. Once again, sticking with 3 ingredients for each meal today. I'll break down the cost real quick. So we're using 10 ounces of our chicken thighs at $3.49 per pound. It comes out to be $2.18. As far as our rice, this is $2. It is Uncle Ben's ready rice. It takes 90 seconds to microwave, could not be simpler. And then last thing, we've got some green beans here. It has 4 servings for the entire pack at $1. We're just gonna be using 1 serving or 1 cup of green beans. So this is 25 cents. That brings our total to $4.43 for this entire meal. I will be using some seasonings on the chicken. I'm not that much of a psycho to not use seasonings, but they're 0 calories, super cheap. So I'm not really gonna include them in our calorie count, ingredient count, or price. It's just gonna be some of that Lorraine seasoning and air fried for 12 minutes at 375 degrees. Like I said, this you cook in the microwave for 90 seconds, and our green beans are microwave ready as well. So without further ado, we'll get cooking. And there we have it, our meal number 2. You can see we got our chicken thighs, our rice, and our green beans right here. Once again, this is the classic kind of bodybuilder's meal, but it's also super basic, nutritious, hits your macros. I'll read off the macros real quick for this meal. So it is 806 calories, 85 grams of carbs, 26 grams of fat, and 66 grams of protein. Super good all around. I'm gonna dig into this. And yeah, this is meal number 2. Chicken thighs are the bomb. And you're gonna see this one right here eyeballing me the entire time I eat. Just gotta deal with it. Maybe I'll give her a little bit at the end. Maisie's been sitting there very patiently. I have a little piece of chicken thigh right here, so Maisie, you sit, and then gentle. Good girl, yeah. Alrighty, that wraps up our meal. Actually, super delicious. Chicken thighs are just so superior in taste to chicken breast that is fantastic. The small amount of fat added onto the chicken just makes it that much better. Regardless, that wraps up meal number 2. I'll see you guys when we do our minimalist leg workout. Maisie, say peace. We've now let our second meal digest a little bit, and it's time to get into our minimalist leg day. I'm gonna be doing 3 barbell exercises. We're gonna do the barbell back squat, some Romanian deadlifts with the barbell, and last thing, some hip thrusts. We're gonna do 4 sets of squats, 3 sets of Romanian deadlifts, and 3 sets of hip thrusts. 10 sets total, quick, efficient, but we're gonna challenge ourselves with each and every set. We're gonna be doing 10 reps of squat for 4 sets, 10 reps of Romanian deadlifts, and 10 reps of hip thrusts as well. I think a lot of times people tend to overcomplicate workouts. They try to throw in complexes and supersets and all this other kind of stuff. I think a lot of times you can benefit from taking a step back, going back to the fundamentals and hitting those really hard. That's what we're gonna do today. So first things first, we got some back squats. Alrighty, that wraps up our workout. Quick, efficient, 3 movements. Now it's time for meal number 3. Our post-workout meal is gonna be some pasta with ground beef and carrots. We'll go over the price real quick. So the pasta right here, this is some protein pasta, some penne protein pasta. This costs $2.59 for 7 servings. We're gonna be using 2, so it's gonna be 74 cents of pasta. The ground beef costs $5.99 for the pound. We're using half a pound or 8 ounces. So it's gonna be $3 of ground beef. And our carrots, $1 for this entire pack. We're gonna be using a quarter of it, so 25 cents of carrots. This meal comes out to be $3.99. We're just gonna cook up our pasta, boil it in some water, brown our beef, and then some carrots on the side. Super simple. I'm no chef, but I can make some pasta and cook some beef, and then I'll show you guys the final product. Here we have meal number 3. We have our 92.8 lean ground beef on some pasta there. Like I said, 2 servings of pasta. We have our carrots. I'm gonna eat about a quarter of the carrots. Like I mentioned before, probably like half a cup, something like that. But without further ado, I'll dig in. Once again, no seasoning, sauces, anything on here. Keep it plain and simple. And the macros for this meal are 726 calories, 70 grams of carbs, 25 grams of fat, and 71 grams of protein. I'm gonna dig into this, and we have one meal left. Super simple, just a snack, but I'll see you guys then. For the fourth and final meal of the day, we're gonna have some Greek yogurt with some rice cakes. The Greek yogurt is just this Dannon Light and Fit. Absolutely phenomenal. I recommend this above all other Greek yogurts. I've tried them all. This is by far my favorite. We have 300 grams of this, and then rice cake. We're gonna have 3 of these caramel rice cakes. Real quick, the price of each. So the Greek yogurt, this container is $4.99. We're gonna have 300 grams of the 750, I believe. It comes out to $1.76. And then the rice cakes, it's $2.79 for 14. We're gonna have 3, so it's gonna be 60 cents. This last meal is $2.36. So we'll go ahead and measure this out, 300 grams, and then open up our rice cakes. Just like that, our meal is ready. Absolutely no meal prep whatsoever. Just basically measuring out how much you're gonna eat. And meal 4 is down. The total macros for that meal were 310 calories, 51 grams of carbs, 0 grams of fat, and 27 grams of protein. I think Mad Dog wants to go outside, so one sec. I just saw her in the reflection of the camera, and yeah, she wanted to go outside. But now we'll go over the daily total of macros. So the daily total was 2,534 calories at 281 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat, and 203 grams of protein. This is almost my exact macros, and it's kind of crazy because I didn't really make it that way, or I didn't purposely make it fit my macros. I kind of just picked meals that were very simple, easy to make with some protein, but it turned out really well, so that's good. And the total cost for the entire day was $14.13. This wasn't necessarily a budget video, like a full day of eating on a budget. It was more just what's simple, quick, easy, high in protein, nutritious, that kind of thing. But I definitely think I might do either a meal prepped on a budget or a full day of eating on a budget in the future. I think that'd be something cool if I can get down to like $10 a day or even below $10 a day to hit my macros of around 2,500 to 3,000 calories. Obviously, the more food you eat, the more it's gonna cost. But I think if I can do a full day of eating at like $10, that's a pretty cool idea. So maybe I'll think about doing that. Otherwise, I'll end the video here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.